I happen to be in the Mcleod Street Pioneer Symmetry. It's an early cemetery in Cairns, and the best part is it's got information panels about the history of the cemetery. This is one of them, the Mcleod Street Cemetery. That's quite space. Is the final resting place of over 2,500 of our city's earliest residents. Alongside the graves of Aboriginal people are those of men, women, children from all over the world. Headstones, grave markers and burial lists of this place contain the foundation stories of our town. I didn't realise that included information about the rotunda I'm standing in. The rotunda contains the names of every person recorded as buried here. Sadly, the original cemetery records are incomplete, so they may never know the name of a lot of the people at rest here. The location: 220 headstones remain in the cemetery. It is a historic cemetery. It was established 1 year after the declaration of Port of Cairns, and there was gold in the area, so that's partly why Cairns is where it is. But this wasn't the best place for a cemetery because it was kind of waterlogged. There is another cemetery in the area, the general cemetery. So you go here and there's a whole list of names. I'm not going to go through them all or take photos of them all. There's something that's strange. Basically a cemetery map with Mcleod Street there, Grove Street up there, and I walked in from Mcleod Street. So pretty interesting. So you can't clean headstones or anything, you need permission from the council. So it's my first time here. I do have to watch out for snakes up here too. I don't want to get bitten. It's a nice little cemetery. I was on the train yesterday and they said that some of the people who worked on the train line are buried in here as well. That's a train to Cairns. The Cairns cemetery wasn't that interesting, but then again it was raining, so I didn't want to slip over. Headstones being not cleaned or anything like that, you can't quite read everything. I should say, be careful when walking in old cemeteries, because things can fall apart and headstones can fall on you. Kind of like this one. A touch dodgy. So the mossy ones do look kind of nice, but you can understand why they don't want you to touch them. right on the corner of a busy street. Henry Boyle Wilmette died 8th March 1906. There's another bit that I did read that people weren't surviving in the climate, probably because of the bugs and mozzies and everything else, and there's a lot of children in there. So you're in the subtropical or tropical area of Australia, far north. Any further and you'll probably die from the heat. Callahan Parry. Considering some of these are in pretty good nick. At least they do mow the Symmetry. Pine trees, gum trees, everything else trees. And this is just one side of the Symmetry. Aaron Harrison died 1894 and his son Walter 1894. Gee, I hope that's correct. That's why I read it. And there's an airport in Cairns. If I had been here yesterday, it would have been pouring with rain. I'll leave it here.